Well, here we are all set up at the most wonderful place that we found on Camp for Night.
We're here at the castle ruins near Maribor.
Yes. Out from Maribor.
Park for night.
Yep, out from Maribor.
Maribor, sorry for correcting, Maribor.
Okay.
Northeastern Slovenia.
Yes, and it's free. And there are wonderful people here. And in this castle is the most divine little pub, really eccentric, quirky.
Amazing. There's a lot of history about it. So it's called The Book. I think Verburk. Has a bit of history to it. I don't want to elaborate too much. A quite fascinating place. Was the little castle was sadly bombed by the Allies in 1945. They then even executed the owner here as well. A count. People fled. Neglected place. So there's remnants here. Amazing castle. They got a cafe here. Quirky, awesome events. In the morning, we'll probably get some croissants as well.
Today there's a big hamburger music fest, so we're staying here. We've been here 2 nights.
That's right.
Probably head off today, but yeah, it's just, you know, when you find little treasures like this.
Our cats making friends.
It's so good. I did my early morning Pilates up on
stage.
On stage.
Because there's a little amphitheatre behind us. So you may actually see kids running past as well, etc. As it's in the morning, the place is getting busier, etc. The sun is out. What else can we ask for?
Yeah.
Not a bad place to do exercises. With views. Here, this beautiful remnants of a castle in Slovenia. Let's go back. So that's where we have been now for the last couple of days.
Yeah.
I think we left off last time where we were Slovenia. Lake Bohinjska.
Yeah.
We actually went for a walk there. It started raining again. We checked the weather and it was getting quite unpleasant. Rain, clouds, overcast for the next few days. Did a bit of research, checked out Trieste, Italy again. The weather is better there, sunshine. Let's head to Trieste. And you did a bit of research and you came across an amazing train ride, not really publicized. Tell us a bit more about it.
It's a train ride between basically around Bled area and goes through to
Trieste.
Nova
Gorica. So Nova Gorica, which has character because also it's Gorizia. Quite amazing again from a history point of view. A little bit of history here. When there was the former Republic of Yugoslavia, the town of Nova Gorica, or Gorizia, how the Italians call it, was actually split. It's literally cut in half right through the center square. One part was Yugoslavia, the other part Italy.
Yeah.
So as we actually then commenced our train, because we had to leave very early from our camp spot in Lake Bohinjska. Look where we're at. Lake Bohinjska, Jezera. Look at that. Could you see?
Hi.
Look at this magnificent surrounding. Woohoo! Beautiful hideaway again.
Find out how to catch the train. Like, you know, the ticket system's different. So these young girls actually helped us get the tickets. An old train, it's a local train and it's full of graffiti, and unfortunately they've graffitied some of the windows so that the
you
view
can't see as well.
Isn't as great.
It's obviously not a tourist train, it's actually a local train.
It's a local old diesel smelly thing, but the views from the windows.
From there, it's incredible. And why it's so amazing, and we would highly recommend that, is because it's so scenic. The colour of the water. Crazy. You're literally meandering around by the train, around
amazing
the rivers,
bridges,
mountains.
amazing tunnels.
That's some of the longest, like 10-minute tunnel.
Yeah.
I think one of the longest tunnels in Europe. So, and just so picturesque. So we started there an early morning, like 6:30, as we left from our hidey spot near Jukanj at Lake Bohinjska. Took the train then to Novica Gorica.
And it was pouring, and we had to find out how to catch a bus from there.
We could have walked.
The Italian train station.
That's right. So we are in Nova Gorica, and so you can walk, but it takes you half an hour. It would have actually taken longer within the town.
Walked about 5 kilometres.
We got a bus, and we actually made it across to the other train station, to the Italian train station in Gorizia. And then we enjoyed the ride to Trieste, and we thought, okay, now we're in Trieste. What are we going to do here?
Fine weather, not warm, but fine.
Sun came out a little bit, and I thought, well, we're only here for half a day to a day. So I was just checking out, walking tour, but our walking tour was booked out. I said, well, it might be a good spot to start. So I actually went to the location where the walking tour normally starts. As we rock up there around 10 o'clock. Castle here in Trieste Bay. This is the biggest seaside square in Europe.
The walking tour is there. Bernhard nosies his way in. Says, is this the walking tour? Oh, it'd be so lovely if we could join you. And so we did.
And Giovanni, amazing job he's done there as well. So Giovanni is a local.
The tour guide.
He's been doing it for 3 years. So it's a free tour and based on donation. Loved it. That was a really beautiful way to get to know Trieste. Has so much character, so much charm, history.
And a lot of history.
Well, the story to those Ottoman window shutters is very simple. When the men used to be out and if the woman in the house had a lover, simply the window stopper went down, so showing the lady. And if the window shutter stopper was up, showing the Ottoman, it means don't come to the house, my husband is home.
And also when you look, like amazing place where it's literally, now they built some bridges, but they had literally, like the ships were literally coming in for unloading. A lot of trades what Trieste was famous for. And it's amazing to see that and the old buildings there as well.
And there was a complete Jewish ghetto which was guarded by the Christians.
Just imagine, literally those bridges used to be not here. And there were ships coming in here and unloading all their goods here. And of course being a major trading place, of course with the sea just across here as we go. What an amazing place, Trieste. Absolutely, and then thanks to Giovanni we went to a few more amazing places, like some of them was actually this little wine place with local wine. You can literally actually bring your container there, an empty bottle, a 5-liter container, whatever you want, and you get your wine of your choice with local wines. Quite exquisite wines, and we've met this elderly gentleman. We found out he was 93 years of age. He was coming up in a scooter, bringing a whole heap of bag with bottles.
About 6 litres. Bernhard puts the bag on the scooter, but then the poor gentleman can't swing his leg across his scooter. The gentleman comes back and he says, where's the young man? Young, haha. And he took him in for a drink. And
not just me, invited Princess and a few other people around there as well
he
for
was
his
so
appreciation.
Grateful getting his, being an Italian, he's dressed immaculately.
Isn't that something? That's one thing we love about Italy. Well-dressed men, women, all of them magnificent. Thanks to Giovanni, he gave us a little local tip, and it was literally no official place. Somewhere up in the hills, we caught this cool tram, an old antique tram, literally which goes up every half an hour, up the hill in Trieste, etc. Magnificent. You can enjoy the views. Here's a nostalgic tram I'm taking a ride on in Trieste. And we thought, we're at this place, this restaurant. Like, where is it? There's only houses here.
There's only houses up here.
We just walked past us. It was actually this place with this beautiful veranda
overseeing the whole of
Bay of Trieste. Really enjoyed that lunch up there. And then we went back down with a beautiful tram. Of course, we had to have some gelato. Really enjoyed that at the main square.
What flavours have you got?
Just 6 different ones. I have that's an interesting one. Limoncello. They're all just delicious. Fascinating to eventually then catch a train back. And quite interesting, as we are leaving Trieste, weather is still beautiful and we're heading closer to Gorizia or Novo Gorica. It starts getting cloudy. You can literally see a line drawn, completely grey, overcast, dark rain. And then we went back, we were quite tired. It was getting dark as well, so we couldn't enjoy the scenery anymore. But really fascinating.
I think you just like saying all these words with this rolling off your mouth.
I'll try just for people to understand.
Oh my God, it's so theatrical.
If they're interested, but also if you are truly more interested, let us know and post us. Then to come back, of course, to another rainy day. We
stayed in the railway, but the next day was not incredibly nice, and we headed towards the mountains, even though we know that can be not great weather, and ended up.
Well, we went to Ljubljana. Did we not?
We go to Ljubljana first. Yes, we spent one night there. Early in the morning, we were going to tour the old part of town.
Yeah.
But early in the morning, this very unpleasant gentleman,
yes.
In fact, it's very hard to call him a gentleman, came up and whacked the hell out of the window and said,
actually twice,
campers, get out of here. We're in a massive car park.
Residential area.
Say no more.
And we, plotted further northeast, and you were checking out area, not quite towards the bears yet, but towards...
Nowhere near the bears.
Towards Maribor, and we actually went to
we went up into the mountains.
That's right. It's actually the start of the European Alps. That area starting there. And as we are pulling up there to have a bit of lunch, we pulled up to a car park and literally unpacked everything ready for us to enjoy our lunch. There comes Princess as she meandered and said, "Oh, have you seen that sign there 50 meters back? It says deer goulash, like venison goulash." I said, "Really?
Princess, what are we up to now?"
Eating deer goulash.
Deer goulash. Just were exploring a different mountain here in Slovenia because we didn't really like Ljubljana and the unfriendly people.
Just up the road.
You've never seen lunch packed away so quickly. And up to this over 100-year-old cottage with this lovely lady called Misha. She served up the most beautiful pot of veal goulash.
No, venison.
Venison.
But also this place, it's not just a little restaurant. It actually has again a lot of history to it as well. Not sure if you're familiar with actually the leader or dictator of Yugoslavia for almost 40 years, Tito. It was actually one of his favorite hunting lodges, which was built for him and his friends and people who took out their hunting. So it's a main hunting region again. You're right, there may be a connection, but that's coincidental. Enjoying the deer goulash. This lady gave us, she's an avid traveler, she's given us all this advice for these beautiful spots in the area. More about this area is called Velika Planina. So Velika Planina, it's about 1500 meters altitude. What it's famous for, despite its altitude, it's a very flat top, rounded off, and there's a lot of shepherds there. And there still are. What have
Only in summer though.
That's right. So it's literally from the 15th of June till mid-September, October. They bring their herds up there and they have these shepherds' huts up there as well. So we explored that, but only the next day. So we got a lot of tips and also tips for other areas such as Serbia, Croatia. But we decided we headed further into the mountains again. Bit of four-wheel driving right in the mountains. Went for an afternoon hike. It's just part of Slovenia. If you come to Slovenia, you might as well go hiking.
No, the hikes aren't always perfect. Yes, there's a nice little stream and a bunch of deer chamois up there. I watched for 15 minutes. Awesome in the forest. But yeah, the clouds are in. It's quite chilly. Probably only 8-9 degrees, maybe only 5 degrees. And the clouds are in. The visibility is very low. No, not every day is perfect, but still loving it. Enjoying the moment. Well, is it always nice and cozy? No, yes, we're in surreal surrounding here in Slovenia. But yeah.
It was rainy, but still beautiful day. Guess what I spotted again? Yes, it was not deer, I think it was chamois, a herd of chamois amongst the mist, etc. Fascinating creatures, just brought, of course, the hunter out of me, but also the appreciation for nature. And we stayed the night there as well. Serene surrounding yet again.
You had a shower in the freezing cold.
Oh, Jesus. It tells you, if you can see your breath, it's cold.
It was 6 o'clock and I just had an outdoor shower. It is actually quite cold. I think probably maybe, 3 to 5 degrees. And a shower and a shave, just standing out here because of an outdoor shower. And literally we're in the middle of nowhere. The road ends basically up there another 300 meters and we went for a walk.
And then in the morning we went for a drive, enjoyed the scenery and up to
the shepherds.
Velika Planina.
From there we had a beautiful lunch up there. That was absolutely fantastic. That's where they have the most amazing mulled wine. Then we carried on and we were heading towards Maribor, but it was late afternoon, so Again, we hunted on Google this time, found the little meandering tracks that go up, winding through the hills, and found another beautiful spot, hidden in the trees, a big pasture land in front of us though. Spent the night there. It was cold.
That's why we have our most favorite accessory in the car, our
which is our diesel heater.
Eberspacher diesel heater.
Yeah.
Fascinating gadget. It really keeps you warm. But again, great work, Princess. Your research, then with us checking out the tracks and areas. Yeah, Google helps us show the tracks, and then with our intuition, a few parameters, seeing what we're away from people, etc., found this awesome spot there. Again, in the middle of the forest, with a beautiful opening and actually some nice views as well.
Next day was into Maribor, and Maribor is an old city, but it takes all of about 30 minutes to walk around the old city. We did see the oldest wine, but it's kind of a sad town in that there were so many shops, so many businesses shut down. It was quite deserted really, and for a Friday
afternoon,
night, yeah.
Friday afternoon, evening as well. Disappointed. I had heard, because I lived in Europe for 23 years, I had probably some expectations. Again, tells us don't have expectations, you can only get disappointed. And the town is nice, but nothing special, and it's been a bit sad because you literally a lot of empty shops,
a lot of
beggars.
beggars. Haven't seen that in Slovenia.
Yes.
Until now. And here we are.
Found this amazing spot. So this is the ruins of Verburg. Magnificent place where you can legally park. Even got a toilet close by. You got this cafe. It's not a restaurant, cafe.
It's a bar, really.
A bar.
Well,
we're going on the bear hunt. We're gonna find a big one.
Yeah,
somebody wants to see a bear.
The WWII trails, and kind gentleman has sent us the trail that will take us deep into the forest, and we may see a bear.
We've seen some before in Canada and Alaska, but they are different here. Of course, we're not there to pat them, but it'd be awesome to see some
bears
in nature.
It's never too late.
Absolutely.
Never too late to see a bear.
Never too late for anything. Keep that in mind. What is it you want to do? Go for gold.
See you next time. Subscribe if you like this.
Like!
And leave us some comments. We'd love to hear them.
Please, we'd love your feedback.
Thank you.
We'd also love to thank our sponsors, including BainTech for our lithium battery and battery management system setup, Cooper tires that get us rolling through the toughest terrain, Kuluin Automotive for all the mechanical work on this vehicle, Cruisinator and Bonetti campers for the amazing fit out of our Questor, Western Works for the Pioneer panels, and for our 4x4 recovery gear when the going gets tough by George 4x4.